So tell me then, what was that like then doing this time round? Was it different, better? I don't know, what happened? Did you get better results? Yeah?
I knew what to say.
You know what to say?
Yeah.
That's seriously cool, man. That is just brilliant. Absolutely. Yeah, that's a brilliant start. That's the only start, actually. That's fantastic. Okay. Any other sort of feedback on how did it work?
Whilst I was explaining what I did, I was imagining myself in the moment and doing the job. And actually, I'd use an example where I was really bored with the content. So the way I came across was like I wasn't that bothered. But actually, what I was doing was my complete passion. So when I next introduce myself, I'm going to have to think of an example where I've actually been loving the subject as well as what I'm doing. Because I came across as a bit kind of like,
That's a really good point. I'll give you an example. When I'm doing a session on how to work a room, now I've been doing this work for about 14 years. And when I do a session on how to work a room, the number one question people ask will be how to break into a group. Now I have given the answer on that one. I'm not lying by saying thousands of times. But each time I'm asked, I have to make sure it's like the first time I've heard that request. And it's got to be like the first time I've ever said the answer. Because it comes back to this point of passion, actually, because if you don't attach a passion to it, the other person will just simply sort of switch off. Because if you sound bored, then why would they be any more happy to listen to what you've got to say? So it's a brilliant point that you've just made, because it's almost like, you know, you're going to get asked thousands of times in your careers, so what do you do? And if there's not that level of engagement, why on earth would someone else care? And if they don't care, the ultimate that they could pass you forward won't happen. So that's a brilliant, really lovely example. Thanks for saying that. It's really good. No, I'm not going to ask you what it was. All right, okay.
yeah.
No, you're right. Yeah. Any other examples that you felt was relevant? You know, what else did you sort of think? Oh, that worked better this time. Did your grades change? Your evaluations, did that change for you? Did you get an improvement? Did everyone step backwards? So I think this is I'll be honest with you, this is an experiment. This form that I got you to do is an experiment because I wanted people to get a sense of a shift. So the first time by not telling you what was going to happen was so that you could just be yourself and get on with it. And then the second time you're conscious, and then the third time it's really about raising that another step forward, going, okay, here's the key content I need to be able to put across. And if you can sort of see some sort of change, then that would be a really good thing. Most importantly at this sort of stage is actually now what you do with it, really, because this is a teaching environment, so to speak, but really and truly it's about how you take it away. But within that is what else you're going to do with it. So I thought I'd give you just a couple of quick examples to wrap up on. I was working with a large organisation recently. We did this exercise. There were about 100 people in the room, and I got people then to sort of fill out their sort of stuff. So these are two really interesting examples. Now, this particular lady, she's an extraordinary connector. She's absolutely fantastic. But she has also got an area of sort of speciality, which is brilliant. But for her, it was about the way that she did what she does that was also important. So she's actually sort of selected 3. But you can see how she started to sort of tease it apart a little bit. So she could sort of say, you know, I'm, you know, sort of very clever in HR, and I'll be going, okay. HR is a big subject, so she brought it down into then occupational sort of psychology. And in that sense, she actually brought it down a little bit further for me as well. So if I'm sort of thinking about someone's talking about HR and occupational psychology, I'm going to go, oh, I know, just the right person for you. And then you've got Ursula, who, from the same company actually, but she's expressed it in a very different way. So this little framework really is a unique piece of paper that says, right, okay, well, how do you want to mix it up and sort of mash it up in a way that works for you? Most importantly, it's about using key words that switch on a light in somebody else that they can then take away. That's the key bit. Because if I can't take you away, as our examples were, then you haven't hit the spot. So we've done that part. So are there any other questions at this point? Because I'm going to finish on 2 very short videos because these are huge fun, but I wanted to give you an illustration of how they put across their key message. Now these are product-based, but nevertheless they're good fun actually. So any questions at this particular point? I mean, I'm going to be around all night. I'll be the last one standing, so if you want to come and talk to me, great. But did you get what you needed from tonight, fundamentally? Did you feel that you were able to make a shift forward in the way that you want to express yourself? Okay, my only passion is about you guys becoming more successful than what you already are. You know, like I sort of said at the very beginning, business, you know, us as businesses is the guts part of the UK. And I really want us to succeed. You know, I'm in the same boat as you guys. You know, I have to go out and sell my stuff, and if I don't earn, then I don't pay my bills. So therefore, this stuff has to work. And that's why I try to give you the theory, but also the practicality of it. But it's what you do with it that matters. You know, you can go back here and you can have a go and have a drink and you can just forget all of this stuff. And in which case, I hope you've had a really good night. But, you know, you can also go to the back and you can really start pushing the boat out a bit. Start thinking about people that you know who could be good introducers and connectors. Go and get a cup of coffee with them. Sit down, have a chat. And in that conversation, make sure you're getting the key message about you across. Because wouldn't it be lovely if the phone starts ringing and people are going, I've just been recommended to you. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, because I absolutely hate selling. I'd much rather someone rang me up and sort of saying, Heather, I've just been, you know, someone's just told me about you. In fact, that happened to me today, actually. I was just about to leave to come up here, and the phone went. I'm like going, bloody hell, so I'm unpacking the bag and everything else. Hello, you know, Heather White, and this bloke says, hi, I'm Peter. Hello, Peter. He's going, Paul introduced me to you. That's nice, Peter and Paul. Well, I'm just about to go into a meeting at the moment. Can I ring you back? And he's going, yeah, let's talk tomorrow. So, you know, I've got a conversation tomorrow. And that's all down to Paul saying, oh, you need to meet this networking expert. This is Heather. And this guy ringing me up and sort of saying, let's have a chat. I have no idea where it's going to go. It's going to go somewhere, even if it's just a nice conversation. But, you know, it's working, isn't it? And that's what I want for you guys, is for the phone to ring and you go, hello, I don't know who you are. Well, you've been recommended. Rock on. So I'm going to finish with two very short videos. Like I sort of say, these are product-based. Both of these products I've chosen because they're, you know, both these products actually, it's an international market and it's a product that we use every single day. So they've had to find a way to distinguish themselves against anybody else. So this one you may have come across. I absolutely love it. This one particularly is for the girls.
Will it blend? That is the question. Now we're going to do something kind of unique here. Here I have a dozen light sticks, and these are break and shake light sticks that last for 12 hours. Now it says on the instructions, do not puncture, cut, or bite into light stick. Now it doesn't say don't blend the light stick. Let's turn the lights off for effect. That is a 12-hour lantern. Don't drink this.
So maybe blenders, people, you know, what there are in the world. You know, there's a lot of blenders around, isn't there? You know, but look how, you know, I think it's fantastic the way that they found a way to stand out in a very, very, very busy place. Now this is slightly gimmicky, but it works, doesn't it? So this is what I'm trying to get you guys to think about. In a mad world, in a world that's so noisy, how do you stand out? Now sometimes it's character first that comes across, and other times it's expertise or something like that. So I want you to think about, how do you stand out in a busy world? And we'll finish on this one actually. There's a swear word in it which I do bleep over, so I apologise in advance. But it, again, to me, it drives home the point, and this is actually definitely one for the boys.
Hi, I'm Mike, founder of DollarShaveClub.com. What is DollarShaveClub.com? Well, for $1 a month, we send high-quality razors right to your door. Yeah, $1. Are the blades any good? No. Our blades are f***ing great. Each razor has stainless steel blades, an aloe vera lubricating strip, and a pivot head. It's so gentle a toddler could use it. And do you like spending $20 a month on brand name razors? 19 go to Roger Federer. I'm good at tennis.
And do you think your razor needs a vibrating handle, a flashlight, a back scratcher, and 10 blades? Your handsome-ass grandfather had 1 blade and polio. Looking good, Pop-Up! Stop paying for shave tech you don't need. And stop forgetting to buy your blades every month. Alejandro and I are going to ship them right to you. We're not just selling razors, we're also making new jobs. Alejandro, what were you doing last month?
Not working.
What are you doing now?
Working.
I'm no Vanderbilt, but this train makes hay. So stop forgetting to buy your blades every month and start deciding where you're going to stack all those dollar bills I'm saving you. We are DollarShaveClub.com, and the party is on.
I know karate, I know jiu-jitsu and drive like a gangster when I'm coming to see you, see you, see you, see you.
You see my point, okay? Is that these are short and sweet. They're very gimmicky, but they stand out from the crowd, don't they? We're all in a noisy place. So what makes you stand out? Okay, and I shall leave that thought with you. Thanks ever so much. I'm around for the rest of the evening, and I hope you have a good time. Thank you.